Sony's mad that pictures of the dev kit for the PlayStation 5 leaked. I really don't know why, because even if it's the actual console, who cares that we saw a preview of what it looks like? But Sony's mad. Real mad. Let's get into it.
Skip it up and that up.
So we know now that some pictures of the PlayStation 5, or at least the PlayStation 5 dev kit, have surfaced, as you're seeing now. It looks like something that Amstrad would have made in the early 90s. It's not a pretty looking piece of tech, but I don't care if it looked like a hamburger, like I said in my previous video. If it plays games properly, doesn't overheat, and gives me a next-gen experience, it could look like me. Like, you could put a Blu-ray disc drive right here, an Ethernet port in between my butt cheeks, and if I was the PlayStation 5, I would be fine with that. Would you be fine with that, though? Imagine me being in millions of homes with an Ethernet cord in my ass. I got problems. I'm the next generation, baby. But whatever. Besides me being a moron, these pictures spread like wildfire. They came from a patent that Sony filed, and then we had verification from a credible developer named Matthew Stott that, yep, that's the dev kit. That's what they look like. Now, before you think that Matthew Stott is just some random dude trying to spread a rumor, according to his LinkedIn, he's a senior artist over at Codemasters. And then someone else came forward on Twitter and showed some other angles of this PlayStation 5 or PlayStation 5 dev kit. You're looking at those now. Well, apparently, Sony is not too happy about these images being leaked. So for anyone out there who thought there wasn't any credibility to them, even with Matthew Stott, an established industry developer who's been in the industry since 1992, saying, hey, those are PlayStation 5 dev kits, well, his Twitter is now gone. Shout out to Spawnwave Media and Super Metal Dave 64. I'll have a link to both their YouTube channels below in the description for letting me see this still image. Super Metal Dave 64 wrote on Twitter, the Twitter account for developer Matt Stott from Codemasters has now been removed. My guess is that Sony suggested he stay off social media after confirming he has a PlayStation 5 dev kit in his office. Okay, but here is the still of Matthew Stott's Twitter before it got shut down. So you can see his Twitter actually existed. So this isn't just like some hocus pocus tweet that never had any origins. And he even links to that metro.co.uk article right there. And now if you go to his Twitter, you go look for him, it's gone. The Sony ninjas got to him. Yeah, they got to him real good. Look, I know that Sony is very, very secretive. Even when things are out in the open and they're the worst kept secret in the world. I believe it was. I had to delete the video, so I don't have it now for verification because I didn't want to get a strike on my account. But when I had pictures and information about the... Ooh, I should think about doing this video, but I'm still going to do it anyway. I don't think they're going to come after me for this. But when I had... Before there was any official announcements for the PlayStation 4 Slim, I had information on the PlayStation 4 Slim. I did a video, and everyone's like, "Rich, they're taking down all the videos. They're gonna, hurt your account. Take down your PS4 Slim video. Sony doesn't want any information out about it." And I had to take it down. So I know that Sony does this. I know that Nintendo does the same things too. They're not happy that a lot of people know a lot of information about the upcoming Switch consoles. I can tell you that. That's all I can say right now. But yeah, I believe that this happened. I believe that Matthew Stott probably had like a cease and desist sent to him or a phone call from Sony sent to him. And since Codemasters is probably, obviously, if he knows that these are the dev kits and he has them in his office, they're working on next-gen games, they don't want to hurt their relationship with Sony. That's why I'm kind of surprised he just came out and casually said, oh yeah, those are PS5 dev kits or maybe even the console. We got like 87 of them in the office. Like, you don't do that. Sony doesn't want, the PS5 is the worst kept secret. Well, close to the worst kept secret. I think the Switch Lite was at least as badly kept a secret as the PS5. But yeah, Sony doesn't want any of the information out there. And I'm surprised developers usually are very mum about next gen. They could talk vaguely about they're excited for certain things and they're like, oh, it's like a blank canvas that I could truly paint my artistry on, but they don't go into details. They usually wait for like Sony, Microsoft, or Nintendo to open up the floodgates, and then they'll be like, yeah, the Switch is awesome, the PS5 is awesome, the Switch Pro is awesome. If the Switch Pro does come out and Nintendo officially announces it, and so on, and the Scarlet's going to be amazing. But when the company themselves, a corporation themselves, doesn't say anything, usually developers are like, and this guy was just like, oh, diarrhea of the mouth, PS5 Devkit. I got one right in my ass right now. In my ass again. In my ass again. Everything's in my ass today. I'm going to stop the video now. But you get my point. It was shocking that this guy came out with this tweet. I don't really think it's a big deal. Everyone knows that the PS5 is coming. It's one of the worst kept secrets in the industry. But until Sony gives you permission, you shut your damn mouth. This is Rich of Review Tech USA signing out. Have a good one. I promise in my next video I'll stop talking about my ass or asses in general.